Where was that water skiing video? Was that up here in Park City?
Hey, you guys, welcome back. We spend so much time talking with friends from our community who are engaged in good works and service to others, and I'm really excited for this next conversation, not only because I love fashion, but also because when I get a chance to meet people who are working for the betterment of others and for all of us, I'm just a born fan. The Utah Woolen Mills BJ Stringham is here. We're going to talk about Suited for Good. Hi, brother. How are you? Good morning. Nice to see you.
How you
Thanks
doing?
for coming. Thanks for your energy. I was feeling good already.
Yeah.
I feel better ever since you got here, man.
Thank you. I feel the same. Thank you.
What's going on? You're doing good work.
We've had a lot of fun. Our Suited for Good program, we're a year and a half into it, and we've outfitted about 350 people in a new suit to help them better their lives. So it's been a lot of fun.
You know, I've been thinking about a lot of folks who are working to help those who are less fortunate in many, many ways. And I think maybe we could agree that you can't you can't change somebody's life completely with a suit of clothes, and yet, you know, the clothes make the man. We can use many, many analogies and metaphors, but the power of the visual, and of course we saw some video before the show this morning to see what a haircut, a shave, and I think also, tell me if it's not just about the suit that walks away, but the care and the concern and the empathy that goes with laying hands on someone and putting them in a fitted suit of clothes.
Well, it's an experience. I mean, and a lot of people have never had that experience where they come into a fine men's clothier and get fitted up, you know, and they haven't had that experience of throwing on the jacket and looking in the mirror and thinking they can do anything. And that's what's been so transformative about this program is people who would otherwise not have the chance can feel like they are on top of the world. And when you feel like you're on top of the world, it's amazing what you can accomplish. And I mean, just our numbers that we've been tracking, the folks we've helped, about half of them have jobs now. So there's obviously something to this idea of dressing better. And so that's where we can help, because that's what we do for a living.
And that is a mindset that you can share with someone despite any of the other challenges that they may be experiencing in their life, that even maybe just to be reminded of something that we may have known at an earlier time, that the impression that you create even if you're paying for your gas at the Mavi, it still matters, and the way, and look, when I thought about it, I sat up a little straighter. The way that you carry yourself when you've got a beautiful suit like you're wearing this morning is such a powerful ingredient.
Well, you don't have to say much. You know, you can actually, with your appearance, I mean, and it's like it or not, people will make judgments on your appearance. And why not give them that appearance that you know what you're talking about and that you're worth somebody's time? And when you have that first initial appearance, a positive impression, then the rest you can just be you. So you don't have to be thinking about, well, how does this person think of me? It's just, you can just be you. And that's the beauty of having this transformation.
How did the idea for this initially come about? Obviously, you guys suit a lot of people. I'm sure that you see a lot of bright-faced young missionaries to be coming through and obtaining one or two Utah Woolen Mills suits. This is a very different spectrum. What was the experience that made you all think, we got to give some suits away?
Yeah. Well, it actually was more, for us, we started with an idea of doing a foundation to help just people who were maybe in a medical condition that they needed to pay the bills, and it just kind of transformed to something, well, what do we do best?
Yeah.
And we do the best in clothing. I mean, we carry Keton suits that are $15,000. We carry Xenia suits at $3,500. I mean, this is all super high-end stuff that we bring in from all over the world. That's what we know how to do. And we thought, well, why don't we do that? And it's not like we're giving away $15,000 suits. The suits are an opening range suit that we don't even sell in the store, but it's something that when it's tailored properly, it gives somebody that edge. And that's where it came from. It came from a genuine desire to help, and that's what we know how to do best. And I think I always, any business I talk to, I invite them to do the same. I've learned this from other businesses, that if you can, with your business and your strengths in your business, if you can use it to help your community, that's what you should do. Whatever you do that in a way that can help your community. And it's been great.
And this is a comment just from a fashion dork who loves looking good and seeing guys rolling in and looking their best and seeing that vibe, that power. But one of the things that occurs to me is that, you know, when you say, well, it's not a $15,000 suit. Of course not. Well, it's, you know, it's maybe not even a suit that we would sell at an entry point, but the tailoring. Yeah. So important, because you're making, are you not? You're making a suit of clothes for your clients.
Well, what we do is we tailor it. So we're not doing a custom made from scratch.
I see. Okay.
So we bring in, it's a nice suit, but we tailor it, and we have our master tailor, the same guy who's altering an Isaiah suit for one of our other customers, is also tailoring this suit for this gentleman who would not otherwise have this opportunity. So the tailoring, I'm glad you mentioned that. I mean, it's kind of everything. You have something that's sloppy.
Right.
It doesn't matter how much you spent. If it's sloppy, it's not right.
And if it's ill-fitting, it doesn't matter whether it's expensive fabric or inexpensive fabric. If it's ill-fitting, it's not going to last as long, and you're not going to use it as much. You're not going to wear it as much.
Nor are you going to make that positive impression. In fact, when something isn't tailored properly, the attention goes to, you know, how ill-fitted that suit is, rather than you know, what you're trying to do is give that good first impression. So yeah,
I'd love to continue our conversation, but I see somebody who has sleeves that are too long, and I gotta go do some alteration. Right?
I'm with you, man.
I knew that you would relate to me.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right? It's not the look that you want. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
We laugh about it, but it is truly, in the case of the folks that you're helping, these are important things for them to make the best impression that they can. And watching one of your videos of one of your customers, you know, saying, I was so down.
Yeah.
I was so down. I couldn't figure out a way to get back up there to a regular life.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. You must be changed by these experiences.
It's crazy. We've had so many emotional experiences where, you know, and the thing is with us, we're used to doing this. We're used to having clients come in and transform how they look, but this is a different level. This is something that's it's crazy. One gentleman in particular, he looked at me and he said, I can't, you know, tears in his eyes, I can't accept this. This is just too much. And for us to be able to connect with him and say, you know what, if we're brothers here, you know.
This is what we do.
And you would do the same for me, and let's just accept that we can help each other. And it's been life-changing. And that's why we want to do it even more. That's why we actually bought a motorhome. We're taking this and going different places. In fact, we want to extend the invitation to Park City. If we can get 4 or 5 men or people, if you have a feeling that, you know, your brother just needs this shot in the arm and he needs a suit, and we're going to open up that invitation to your Park City viewers. And
how about that?
Yeah, it'll be fun. So if one of your viewers says, you know what, I need this, or this is something we'll do it. So you have them call into the station, and then we'll arrange a day to come up and outfit 5 men in a new suit. We'll do it.
How about that, you guys? 435-649-0045. If you're watching and you or someone you know could benefit from being suited for good.
That's right. Let's do it.
That is real. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. That is really cool, man.
Yeah, we're excited about it. It's we're happy to do it, and especially in our hometown. It's our family's business. My mom and dad they're taking this motorhome around. We've been down to Las Vegas. We've been through St. George. We're going to head up to Idaho in a couple weeks, and we're just gonna keep doing it. It's just so fun.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure.
Bring it on. Bring on some of your viewers, and we'll take care of them.
So great. Tell folks web addresses and where to follow along, not only with Souter for Good, but also with the Utah Woolen Mills.
Well, so Utah Woolen Mills, we've been in business for what, 113 years.
Wow.
We just changed our name to UWM Men's Shop because we've just really focused on the high-end men's clothing.
Okay.
We're located downtown Salt Lake, right across the street from Temple Square. We're at 59 West South Temple. Our website's uwmmenshop.com or utahwoolenmills.com. We'll still get you there. And Souter for Good is souterforgood.com. So yeah, feel free to visit us, and we'd love to see you downtown.
Fantastic. How does it go? Let's see if I got it right. Mi fa dare bene.
Wow, incredible.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It feels good to give, right?
Yeah.
I feel it makes me feel better to give. Good for you, man. That's really awesome. Thanks for being here. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Stringham. I look forward to seeing you again. And thanks for your positive energy and what you do for others in our community.
Thank you for sharing our story.
Great to meet you. Utah Woolen Mills, UWM
Men's Shop.
Menshop.com. Get yourself a beautiful suit. Go there, buy a suit, and make a contribution so that someone else in our community who needs it can also be the beneficiary of your good fortune. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this. Please stay tuned.